My name is Tiffany Joy Guzman. I'm 26 years old and I am from Redlands, California. I currently live in Loma Linda, California, and I commute to Las Vegas, Nevada about 3 to 4 times a month due to my position at a tax firm. I am one of four children. My little sister is 17. I have a 20-year-old brother and a 30-year-old brother. My parents, I have two of them, of course. My dad is from New York, and my mother is from Pasadena. My dad used to be a Christian rapper and now is working in the computer industry, and my mom is in the medical industry and she is a frontline worker. Let's see. A little bit about my past education. I went to Redlands High School to get my high school diploma. After that, I went to San Bernardino Valley College because I was the first in my family to go to college, so I wasn't too sure on if it was right for me, and I had no idea what to do. But thank goodness I found some wonderful resources and mentors in the community college field that really helped me discover my passions for policy and politics and leadership. And so my time in junior college, I did a lot of volunteering, I did a lot of clubs, and just a lot of networking. We can go into that more into the work experience section. So after community college, I applied for my bachelor's at UC Santa Cruz. I applied as a politics major, which I got in thankfully. There I played collegiate golf for 3 of the years I was there, and just again had so many doors fly open and different opportunities and so many friendships and so much growth that took place there. And now here we are going for our master's degree in MAOL. Woo woo! So a little bit about my work experience. As of now, I do accounting and bookkeeping in this firm in Las Vegas. As well in Loma Linda, I can commute, but a lot of the work I get is in Nevada, and I like to bring it back home to California, which is pretty cool. Before that, I was a gubernatorial campaign intern for Gavin Newsom. That was really fun and exciting and trying. I don't know if anybody's worked for a campaign, but that system is intense, very vigorous. That's why I'm going back to school. But it was not my favorite cup of tea. But I'm thankful I had that experience and would honestly try it again. Before that, I was a congressional intern for Peter Aguilar, who represents the 31st District of the House of Representatives. Mainly, he was my congressman in Redlands, which was really nice working for the home team. I did that for about 3 to 4 months in Washington, D.C. That was amazing. I learned a lot of cool tricks and tips and advice, and it was an indescribable opportunity. Being able to give tours in the Capitol building, going through the secret tunnels, and just working with a team that is working to support where you grew up, but also not only who you grew up with, but the whole country. He's very bipartisan, which is good. I'm pretty much down in the middle because I consider myself like a service worker. I just work for the common good of where I'm working and who I'm working for until I get fed up with whatever it is. So, yeah, that's that. I really liked my time there in Congress. Before then, I was an education liaison for the California Teachers Association. There, I helped represent students on behalf of them trying to pursue their credential and what it means to be credentialed and how vigorous, there it goes again, vigorous it takes to get that credential and trying to connect them with resources. During that position there, I also applied to be a liaison to the CCTC, which is the California Commission on Teachers Credentialing. There, I was part of a team that really stood in front of this commission and told them the demands of our association and what we wanted and what we wanted change and what we weren't going to put up with, which was really interesting, seeing advocacy that hands-on and that direct, but everyone was still really civil and respectful. That really made me have hope that there could be positive change without chaos. It's organized chaos, which is interesting. That's what policy is, and I believe that experienced leaders can maneuver through that organized chaos and get things done, which is fun. That's why I want to go back to school and understand what it takes to be the best leader I can be, so I can help others be the best leaders that they can be. Before that education liaison position, I was a student trustee at my community college. So that was an elected position, and I represented the students in my college, my community college, on behalf of the board. And so I would advocate if I saw something on the agenda that didn't look right, tuition spikes, more fees, elimination of certain buildings that students still utilize, just different things like that. So that was pretty fun. It was my first time being in an elected position like that, at that level. It was a paid position, so I was really humbled and really had to do my best and not make anyone upset if I didn't vote a certain way. But it was definitely a learning experience and very humbling. Like I said, I was sitting next to a lot of people who had so many years working for the district, protecting the district and the students. And I definitely would recommend anyone try to go for some type of elected position like that if you're really passionate about your students, your school, whatever it is, because it's something that not everyone can do. Maybe I'm gonna move on. Before student trustee, I was a campus events director at my junior college. My first year of junior college, I did not know what to do. I met one friend who was like, hey, we need someone to run for campus events director. I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. And of course, it was amazing. The best experience I've ever had in my life. I didn't know I was really good at making activities that were productive, educational, and budget friendly. I had a really nice budget for the year, and I was able to finish my term in that position with money left over for the following year, so that person could use those funds as well. It was really nice because this was my first time working with other people, the president of the student body, the president of the college, because they had to approve every single little change in events, working with bookstores. This really got my foot in the door in understanding what it takes to be organized and to be persistent on first getting a job done, because it's just so much paperwork. There's a process, and if you don't do the process, you're not going to get your outcome. But if you do it the right way, stay patient, know what to expect, read the rules, you'll get it done with flying colors. So that's kind of where I really fell in love with policy, because if you understand the policy, you should have no problems. There's always, different stories to everybody. But yeah, the next topic is, what do I like to do for fun and in recreation? I love to golf. Played golf in high school, I played golf in college, played golf with my dad and my brother growing up. I love to travel in and outside of the country. My favorite place is Victoria, Canada. For some reason, it just reminds me of California, but just nicer and nicer people. And amazing fish and chips. Yeah. Disneyland is a great place, close to my heart. The mountains are beautiful. I love when it rains and when the trees are just dripping and it's cold. I love to paint. I love to cook, and I like to volunteer. I volunteer for Camp Ronald McDonald for Good Times, which is a organization that helps cancer survivors and kids who have cancer and their families. So they have a facility in Idlewild, California, where they host the families and the kids for a week at a time, sometimes 3 days, and they just show them the best experience they've ever had. And it makes the kids forget that they even had cancer. So the reason why that place is really dear to my heart is because while I was a child, I had childhood leukemia, and that place really showed me that I can still be a kid and live a normal life. And I just have so much thanks and respect for that organization and for the people who sacrifice their time to help show kids and parents that there's still hope. And let's see, some career goals and how have they changed. Over the years, I just really wanted to work for Congress. I wanted to even run for president, but I'm like, you have to be 35 and I'm only 26, and that's so long. But there's room for growth, obviously. But I decided that it would be a really cool opportunity to try to build my own business at some point. And so working in this tax firm, I actually developed my own LLC where I have my own clients and I can work with them and start making a name for myself. And I just want to show my younger siblings that anything's possible. So me starting my own business, bookkeeping business and tax business, I want to open another chapter in introducing taxes and business and finance at a fun level. So I want to develop a course, maybe like a 3-day course online that will show how easy it is to maneuver through the tax field and how to, build good credit at an early age, how to fix your credit, how to start building for your retirement. All these taboo things that my parents never taught me growing up. I just want to teach anybody who's interested that anything's possible at any age, and it can be fun. Yeah, so that's maybe why I want to throw in a picture book and kind of just show that it's so simple, that yes, these terms and these definitions and these policies can be taxing, but it's the bigger picture of understanding the process. I also am in the process of developing a political software for policy. I hope that my hometown, Redlands, can use this system. That's my starting point. I want to show the constituents that they can connect to our city council's agendas, minutes, and policies with a click of a button. That's just really fun and really easy to maneuver, and it's condensed policy. It's kind of tricky because I don't have a tech background at all, but I'm hopeful that down my line of networking and meeting new people that somehow we can collaborate and even see if it's worth, investing in or developing. But that's where I am now. What are the top 3 traits of an effective leader and why? So I believe that hope is number 1, at least for me. I think it's important for a leader to show that there's always hope despite whatever trying situation you're in. Because not only it gets myself or whatever leader to come out of the trials and tribulations that they've been in, but it helps others see that we've come out of it so they can too. With this whole COVID things, it's really tough to be hopeful and see that there's a cure or a vaccine coming in the future, but we just have to keep on reminding ourselves and others to be hopeful and not look at all the bad scenarios that we're seeing on TV. And of course there's death and such, but we have to be hopeful and keep pushing in order to get to where we need to be, which is being helpful. Also being compassionate, I think that's really important. Because why are you going to follow someone if they are not interested in your struggles, your conversation, what you had for lunch, why your boyfriend and you are fighting? I know it's kind of vague, but I just feel like a leader should be compassionate, because if you're not, you don't want to be mean, I suppose. I'm still working on that one, but I think the cool one is being futuristic. I think it's really important to have a leader who is future-minded so that it keeps a team in line with the goals that they've set. It keeps them motivated, and it offers diversity. Having a leader offer something that's taboo or super unique, that can spark interest and passion in people, to keep them in your business or just to keep them going for that day or for that hour, whatever that may be. Still trying to figure that one out as well. Let's see. What do I hope to learn in this class? Honestly, I would like to understand the different type of leadership styles that exist and which ones I will naturally gravitate towards, and also which ones I will reject. And if there are any, I would really like to learn what my strengths are, and if those strengths correlate to my weaknesses at all, which should be interesting. I want to learn how to become a leader so that I can help others become leaders as well. I am doing this course for myself, but I just care a lot about my community, my parents, my family, especially my little siblings, and they've been through a rough time as it is, and I just want to show them that with this knowledge of leadership and understanding of how the world works, and that there are going to be trials, and we have to expect these trying times, but if we have these foundational roots and tools, anything's possible. We can make it through it together. That being said, I'm excited to work with all of you guys, and thank you for watching this video, and I can't wait to watch your guys's. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.